It's not just any random collection, like it's all New Era, 5950, MLB Authentic on-field collection. You know, I would tell people like, oh, you know, I have a lot of hats, like the home, road, alternate, just like that wow factor that I was always looking for. World Baseball Classic, I got all the countries for that. I was the hat guy. The Cooperstown ones, like getting all those. It's like, it could be worse. You could be spending your money on drugs. The side patch hat, people would be like, why are you buying the same hat? Like I'm a crazy cat lady or something. This is completely different. Like it's not the same Sox hat. So it was never something that I was like, well, I have this like serious addiction that I need to tell you about. But I have 658 hats. Knock it off. Whoa. First lid store I went to was in Omaha, Nebraska. So these were actually a couple of the first ones that I had purchased over there. Being a Sox fan, I wanted my first hat to be Chicago White Sox hat, of course. So I just got regular game hat here. And then Pirates. I've always loved the color yellow, especially with the yellow brim. Also loved the little touch of the red under brim because most of them usually just had the gray like this. Senior year of high school, I started working at Lids, and that's when the collection like continuously started growing. So flash forward to college, that's when I have like 200 of them. And so the whole entire border in my living room and my bedroom was just full of hats.
He had all of the hats hung up like in a weirdly meticulously straight line.
I remember like 7.5 inches, like perfectly straight. I had the laser level.
And I was like, so this is a thing.
You know, home, road, alternate, kind of like these two right here.
And then it's like, I thought it was just those. And then I found out like, no, there's hundreds. Those are just the ones that are on the wall. And then his parents had like boxes and boxes of hats.
They, like, specifically my dad was like, almost annoyed.
I always said, what are you going to do with these things? Maybe I should try selling some of them for you.
Once I had the whole collection of like all 30 teams, home, road, alternates, then it was like side patch hats. All-star games or like the playoffs or World Series, you usually have a patch like this. That was like the new collection that I was buying was with those. I remember it was around like Christmas time, maybe like 2016 or something. And I remember like getting close to 500 hats and like opening like each gift, and it's like, oh my God, like this is hat number 497, this is 498, and then finally like hat number 500. And I remember like taking that hat, I did it. My parents, like specifically my brother, just looking at me like,
how big's it gonna get?
Come on.
For like 7 years, we lived in a 1-bed apartment, and we literally had nowhere to put any of the hats. And I kept saying, I'm like, well, once we buy our own place, you can have a hat room.
And she's like, okay, like we can get it. And I just had this vision, floor to ceiling hats. And so we buy this house, it's got a second bedroom, and I'm like, awesome.
And we moved here, and like a month after closing, I found out I was pregnant. So I was like, I'm really sorry, but that hat room now has to be a baby room.
Right here is what could have been about 100, 125 hats. Instead, it's stuff he's literally just gonna poop in.
Mark's mom got him one that was like the authentic 5950 fitted, but for a baby.
My husband is into baseball, and the boys are into baseball, and I think it's just something that he wants to share with his son.
He's gonna be the best dad. He's so excited.
So majority of my hats are from Lids. I'd probably say like 75 to 80% of the collection I bought from their stores. You know, growing up, it's like, oh, you know, I like hats, I collected it, but I never expected to be, you know, nationally recognized. So it's been very surreal, and it's been just really awesome. There were other people out there that were similar to me, and it was like kind of cool just knowing like there was kind of like a community out there. Got to slow down, unfortunately, because, you know, got a lot of expenses we got to pay for, but I feel like you can't, once you hit 500, like you have to keep on going, especially at a number of 658, like you never want to stop. I don't have a number where it's like, once I hit this, it'll end. So I'm sure MLB will keep on coming out with new hats for me to buy, and I'll just keep buying them.